Thank you, sir. Thanks to the organizers and the conferencing organizers, UIDAI, and obviously the government of Maharashtra. It's a great pleasure to be here. Mr. Pandey has already indicated this, explained in great detail how these three pillars are, each are really independent, each are dependent on each other for any applications based on Aadhaar to come up. One such application is the payment application. It is only on payment application that NPCI fits into the whole scheme. National Payments Corporation of India has been created as the central infrastructure that would be used by all the banks. So if the banks would like to do any Aadhaar authentication, it is appropriate that they, all of them, get channelized through a gateway. It is not mandatory, but if it happens, it is better. And now that NPCI is already connected to all the banks, and also UIDAI, NPCI acts as the intermediary or the gateway between the banks and UIDAI for authentication purpose. This is one authentication gateway service. This is one service which will be used when eKYC come up. And for eKYC, NPCI is fully ready, and eKYC is a subject by itself. I will not go into that. I will really focus on EBT. For electronic benefit transfer or direct benefit transfer, the most important piece is obviously the banks would have in their core banking solution, the beneficiaries list would be there along with the Aadhaar number. That is at banks on one hand. And another place is the government departments on the another hand, that they have the beneficiaries and they have the Aadhaar number. So once the government departments create a list of beneficiaries or create a payment file just indicating the Aadhaar number and the amount, and the government departments give the file to a bank, means the government's bank, government bank would be presenting the file to us, NPCI. We will process the file. We in our system have got a lookup table called Aadhaar Mapper, and from the Aadhaar number we will see to which bank this particular transaction will go, and we'll direct it to them. So NPCI stands between the government's bank and the beneficiary's bank. I'm very happy to indicate that 1st January the system started, and we have reached the 5th month of the processing. As on today, we have processed 77 crore transaction. It is amount wise, it is beneficiaries have got the credit, 77 crores. The transaction is about 4 lakh transactions have already happened from about 25 government, central government and state government schemes. And about 32 district transactions have happened. So whether EBT through the Aadhaar system has happened, it has happened. It is processed, and it is a factual data. 77 crores, 4 lakh transactions, 32 districts, 27 schemes, transactions are happening, and transactions are growing each day. Then if it is happening, then what are the challenges? You know, the challenges are many. I'll start with a not so good news, sir. Sorry, I suppose it will be quite interesting for you all and the bankers. Yesterday, Indian Oil Corporation pumped a file of 1 lakh transactions. To be very precise, 1 lakh 2 transactions they pumped in. And they just sent 1 rupee to each of the beneficiary, because they are targeting 1st of October when all the LPG benefits really go only through this system. Yesterday, good news and bad news. Good news is the transactions got processed. Bad news is as much as 65,000 transactions got rejected. Only 35,000 transactions got processed. and they got rejected because at the bank level, the Aadhaar seeding has not been done. So the unit which will be sending the transactions, the Indian Oil Corporation, they have got 1 lakh beneficiaries already seeded. When the transactions go to the bank, it will not be able to reach the bank because banks have not seeded the Aadhaar number in their core banking solution, and only after banks seed that in the core banking solution, they send a file in an automated way to NPCI ID mapper. So in the ID mapper NPCI, as on date, as on yesterday, it is 8.7 million records are there. So of the 42 crore, just even less than 1 crore is in the ID mapper. So all 42 crore, will not be the EBT beneficiaries. Let us really say the, 10% or 20% are EBT beneficiaries. So the level of the seeding at the bank level has not come up to that level. Ministry of Finance has issued the directives. In fact, every now and then they are issuing. In fact, they plan to hold one more meeting. The government is very serious. I know the banks are also very serious. Yesterday I was there at Coimbatore. I saw a few branches in Coimbatore where Aadhaar number is not that large as in Maharashtra. All the bank branches, placards are there. Walk in and seed your Aadhaar number. So the banks have also been doing. There are some issues of adoption on the part of the people. They will have to come to the bank branches and do the seeding. Possibly the banks and the government will have to think how the process can be simplified. Everybody is well-intentioned. All are intentional that it should happen, but it is not happening at the speed that we would like. So the beneficiary list preparation is going on at a speed. Like oil companies, they are really doing it in a big way. In fact, they have put a full project team and doing it. Similarly, the government departments, including government Maharashtra and all the district collectorates, they are working on that. But the seeding at the bank has to happen in a big way. In fact, the government has indicated that a person at executive director level of individual banks would have to take responsibility for seeding. What else the government can do? In fact, it is the banks have to really do. So all my bankers friends present here, please take care of seeding. Another aspect is the government, that is what the banks indicate to us. Banks are ready. He says, if the file comes from the government department, we'll push it. But the government departments are not giving the file in the structured format, in the format that has been prescribed. So all the government departments would also have to conform to the standards or the processes. The governments would have to use either a standardized system that NIC has developed or a CPS MS has developed, or the government departments of the districts, they have their own system, computer system. But everybody would have to conform to standards. If the government department do not conform to standards, banks are also helpless. I would like really, I can sympathize the banks. They say that we would love to do it, but the government departments are not in a position to give the file in the structured format. So I know a very passionate IT secretary like Mr. Rajesh Agrawal, really, I know really he has been doing a significant amount of work, but there also, if we would like to do standardization of the file format, standardization of the software at all the collectorate office, BDO office, or whatever units that prepare the beneficiary file has to happen. As far as NPCI is concerned, we are discussions with UIDAI that can the government departments, after all they are government departments, they are sovereign authorities, can they not upload the file directly into NPCI system? In fact, we are working on that, and we have taken the RBI approval for that also, in principle approval. We have to do a pilot. The government departments, once their ID is created, they can directly upload into the NPCI's Aadhaar Payments Bridge, that is the really software, the infrastructure that we have created, they can directly upload. But for that also, what is required is standard. Everywhere, unless the standardized format, standardized processes are in place, the government department also would not be doing will not be able to upload in a straight-through manner. So it is the straight-through process that we will have to do. Some discussions are on with CPSMS, so that CPSMS on behalf of central government department and the willing state government departments, state government units, they can directly upload. So we are really establishing a host-to-host connectivity also. So a significant amount of work is going on at the NIC, CPSMS is a part of that, and NPCI, UIDAI as to how the flow of data from the government department to the bank or government department directly to NPCI can happen. So I'm quite positive, quite hopeful that in the next few months' time would be the time where we'll focus on standards, because the basic infra is ready. Now we'll have to train the people everywhere and everybody conforms to standard. So this is about credit. So assume that really more and more schemes come, all the units come, the standards come in place, the credit is afforded. The next part is once the beneficiary's account is credited, how would the beneficiary withdraw the funds? The money has gone to the account. Now the customer or the beneficiary would like to use the fund the way the beneficiary would like to use. That is where again the work is on with UIDAI and the banks. The building the network of the service points through the business correspondents or the bank branches. That beneficiary will go to any service point, give the Aadhaar number and get it authenticated, and with that can do the basic transactions like balance inquiry, cash withdrawal, cash deposit, fund transfer. At least these are the basic financial services they can do. Very recently we have finalized the specifications for micro ATMs. Micro ATMs are like POS kind of devices, all of you are aware, with which the customer will go and on an assisted model. Primarily the BCA agent, through the BCA agent the person would get the service. For that the infrastructure, the work that has been done so far is 17 banks have got certified by us to provide the service in an interoperable way. That means the beneficiary can go to any service point or BC of any bank and get the access. So if BC of any point, that means there is an interbank transactions. The transactions will get routed. And if it is Aadhaar authentication, irrespective of whether it is intra-bank or interbank, it will go to UIDAI for authentication. So that infra-related work is in progress. A lot of concerns were with the bank. The banks started. After all, we have been used to really smart card-based transactions. We are used to really providing the service to that. Why would you really, why is government or UIDAI is mandating Aadhaar-based authentication? In fact, UIDAI has clarified, and also everybody, that interoperability or withdrawal through Aadhaar-based system is not mandatory. Credit, it is a plan. But day-to-day usage, it is not mandatory. But this Aadhaar-based interoperable system is futuristic. So whatever investment that you are doing, if you do it on Aadhaar-based system, it will be futuristic. So the standards have just been released. I understand there are about 200 to 300 micro ATM terminals, but the vision of really NPCI, UIDAI, the various government units, every village at least there are 2 micro ATMs. So 1.2 billion micro ATM terminals can be put. We are sometime back, we are planning, can we take at least one district and populate the micro ATMs at all the villages, all the places. We discussed with UIDAI. We thought of really Wardha as taking as a pilot, did some work in Wardha, but we found that time has not arrived where a significant number of Aadhaar numbers are there. Banks are yet to get fully geared. So we have taken a pause button, and now we will really restart. We will take a review with UIDAI so that at least in couple of districts we can really do electronify all the villages. Every village there are micro ATM terminals, and through that system we can do that. I'm pretty sure with a person like Rajesh Agrawal at the helm of IT and implementation, we can take up a district in Maharashtra and do this, electronify a district and put in place, so that both for credit and for the day-to-day uses, Aadhaar can be made use of. It has got a great potential. This technology has been seen to be working, and it has been refined over a period of time. And as Mr. Pandey says, in 4 years' time, we are really building things in 4 years' time, what has been done in many countries in 7 to 10 years' time. So we are moving at a speed. Sometimes we feel that this process is very painfully slow. It looks to be slow. But if you really see in the time scale of a nation, it is not that. Significant amount is work is involved both at government, banks, UIDAI, and NPCI, and all the agencies, business correspondents, technology service provider, many of you are in the technology industry. Many of you really feeling that things are not moving at the speed that you would like. This process is like that. After all, we are dealing with transaction processing, and it has to work, if not 100%, 99% plus, then only it would be credible. So it is slow, it looks to be slow, but I feel it is not slow. Lot of work is happening. In our NPCI unit itself, we have got as many as 11 people working full time. We know that we are not going to break even on the 7th or 8th year also. We are breaking even in the 9th year. No business will operates if it does not break even in the 3rd or 5th year. Beyond 5th year, no organization suffers. But we take it as a responsibility, because as a central payment system organization, we have a responsibility to provide the payment services in an innovative way that the country is thinking. It is, that is the role that we have been playing, and we look forward to the cooperation from the banks, technology service providers, the business correspondents, the many entities, and also the conference organizers like this, where the awareness is spread. Because without the spread of awareness, people will not adopt, and there would be great of cynicism. So this is not the time for cynicism. This is we are doing a great job, and we all need to really put our mind and move forward. That's all my submission to the panel and to all of you.